Hey everyone, Farmington Mayor Nate Duckett. We want to welcome you to the 2023 Connie Mack World Series, where its home for 58 years has been right here at Ricketts Park in Farmington, New Mexico. If you're looking for great things to do in New Mexico or the Four Corners, the city of Farmington is the place to be, and the Connie Mack World Series is one of the best places to go in summer.
Pepsi Wild Cherry.
For generations, we've watched the seasons change. My great-grandfather helped build this railroad. There's something special about fall in New Mexico. The aspens, cottonwoods, and oaks. There's nothing else like it, really.
I'm not a passenger. I'm a pilot.
In training?
Yeah, in training. My dad taught me to fly. To fire the burner, read the wind, and plot a course over our home. The land of enchantment. Are we still in New Mexico?
I was born in these mountains. Got my first pair of skis when I was 3. I was never afraid to go fast. I got faster until nobody could catch me. 154.06 miles per hour. The fastest American ever.
I prayed there's no reincarnation. Nothing could equal the journey I've had.
Everything else would be a boring encore. I was always exploring. Everyone said Taos was unskiable. It was certainly magnificent, but it would be a future site of a grand ski resort. They thought I was mad, and they were right.
I'm not a passenger. I'm a pilot.
In training?
Yeah, in training. My dad taught me to fly. To fire the burner, read the wind, and plot a course over our home. The land of enchantment. Are we still in New Mexico?
Another sunny day in New Mexico.
When does it start?
Any minute now.
It's okay to not be okay. We all have struggles, and at times we need help to get past the trauma of our experiences. Struggle is normal and does not make us weak. I'm Dr. Christine Ross, and I began FaithWorks Counseling with a desire to simply help people. We all experience crises and need help at some point. You are never alone, and we are here to help give light to your experience.
Hall of Fame ceremony still going on here. Former umpires on the field now. Trying to pick up the festivities in the background. Mike Everett, Major League umpire, inducted into the Connie Mack Hall of Fame. So Mike Everett, one of the inductees. Getting ready for the start of this game. National anthem about to be sung here. So the national anthem being performed. We'll have a first pitch starting way late, but what a Hall of Fame ceremony we had just now. Jay Payton, former Connie Mack player with Midland, the 1991 MVP, went on to play with the Mets, hit a home run off of Mariano Rivera in the World Series in 2000. The final one and one of only 2 home runs hit by someone against Mariano Rivera in the playoffs, and quite a feat as Mariano Rivera, 2 home runs given up in postseason, and Jay Payton hit the second one. And Mike Everett, former umpire in the Connie Mack World Series and also umpire in terms of being in the major leagues for a long, long time. So we are just about set for baseball. Umpires on the field. Mack and the new mascot Connie are on the field. Jeff Clough, the replay ump. Scott Johnston calling the balls and strikes. So we will be getting ready here shortly. Not exactly sure when the game officially is going to start. It was listed as 7:30, believe it or not, but we're almost at 9 o'clock. Field is ready, a beautiful evening. And as always, it should be an interesting one when the host team is playing. As 5:05 Panthers are coming out and trying to pull off yet another upset. We've already had 2 upsets, a 2-1 victory yesterday. As the winning team yesterday, Tulsa Sandlot over Midland Redskins, the defending champion, 2-1. That was in 9 innings. And today, Mississauga out of Canada, a winner over DBAT United in walk-off fashion, a 2-run homer. They won that game 5-3. Connie Mack World Series presented by FaithWorks Counseling, providing strength through love. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors. You get a look at the big crowd. The host game always gets a good crowd, and the Hall of Fame ceremony always gets a good crowd as well. Coaches coming out to meet. Cy Petro, the head coach, longtime head coach of the Southern California Renegades. Tim Ursich Jr., Dave Demcrest, Don Petro, and Tim Ursich. Those are the assistants. So it's 505 Panthers. They're coached by John Kuhn, Alex Kuhn, Jake Taylor, and Parker Smart are the assistants. Now you look at the Renegades. Southern California Renegades out there. And we will take a break here. We'll come back with the start of tonight's finale on LivePlaySports.tv.
It's okay to not be okay. We all have struggles, and at times we need help to get past the trauma of our experiences. Struggle is normal and does not make us weak. I'm Dr. Christine Ross, and I began FaithWorks Counseling with a desire to simply help people. We all experience crises and need help at some point. You are never alone, and we are here to help give light to your experiences. Our services are confidential for you to release whatever concerns you face. You are the change maker. We want to give hope and allow you to find your strength through love.
Sometimes you fall in love unexpectedly. It's a combination of the time we spend together, our wild adventures, wandering together, and those quiet, intimate moments just enjoying the world around us. When was the last time you let unexpected feels jolt your journey? That's too long. And I might even pay for dinner. I'm Farmington, New Mexico. I could be your surprise soulmate. Get to know me at Farmington Only.
Welcome back here to Ricketts Park. You look at the good-sized crowd here. Opening night for the host team as 505 Panthers taking the field. And getting a round of applause. Place is packed. We had the Hall of Fame for the Connie Mack World Series announced. Jay Payton, who played in the 91 Connie Mack World Series for Midland, the MVP of that championship team. And umpire Mike Everett, who's local. Those were the Hall of Fame inductees today. And they always draw out the Hall of Fame celebration, and why not? You bring people in to be a part of it, and they know how to do things right here at the Connie Mack World Series, and outstanding ceremony. So looks like right around 9 o'clock will be our game time. Not exactly 7:30. Hey, if the temperature's like it is right now, this is comfortable. It was hot today, but right now feeling pretty good. For Southern California, Blake Wilson, the second baseman, leads off. Wyatt Hanoyan, third baseman, bats second. Matthew Thomas, right fielder, bats third. Derek Gonzalez, cleanup man, left field. Eric Fjellstead, the shortstop, he's batting fifth. Ali Canover, the DH, batting sixth. Nate Norman, the catcher. Hudson Story, first baseman, batting eighth. Dave Lozano is a center fielder, batting ninth. Pitcher is Nick Williams, and the pitcher now, Talon Laxon. Laxon, Delta Bowl, and we are underway at 9:02. Laxon deals, and that one taking the ball. Ball 2-0. The Renegades and the Panthers. 3-0. Against this team, you better throw strikes or it's going to be a short night. .30 pitch. And that's a strike. Base hit right field. Blake Wilson getting the leadoff single. So the first hit of the game for Southern California Renegades. Wyatt Hanoyan, the batter. Bunted foul by Hanoyan. 0-1 to count. Talon Laxon going to Seminole State College. A pickup, 6', 175. That's a strike. Good pitch. No balls and 2 strikes. Top of the first inning, a man aboard. Blake Wilson singled. Hanoyan takes a ball. One ball and 2 strikes. Neck out away from the catcher, and on his way to second is Blake Wilson. That'll be a wild pitch. Two and two. Ball 3 stays up. 3-2. Three and two. That's ball 4. He lost him. So Hanoyan walks, and Matthew Thomas coming up. Matthew Thomas stepping in. Thomas, number 40, 6'3", 195, out of Cypress High School, going to Cal. 2023 grad, and pitches outside for a ball. Lenoyan at first, Wilson at second. Laxton deals, and that's a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. High towering fly ball, well to center field. Back goes Wolford, and he has a play and makes a catch. Tagging, going to third is Wilson. In the second base, the ball got away. Lenoyan takes the extra base as well. So both move up 90 feet on a fly ball to center by Matthew Thomas, and Derek Gonzalez will come up. Derek Gonzalez stepping in. And that hit him. Bases loaded. So a wild pitch and a hit batter for Laxton. Zach Felstead, the batter. Felstead, shortstop. Felstead lines one left field. That's a base hit. 2 runs are going to score. Wilson scores. Lenoyan scores. To second base is Gonzalez. It's 2-0 Southern California on a 2-run single by Zach Felstead. Alex Conover now the batter. Conover takes one outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Two nothing Southern California already. This team knows how to score. Conover takes a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Two balls, no strikes. Ground ball to short, could be 2. Kuhn goes to Behar. They throw over to first in time for the double play. 6-4-3 double play gets them out of further damage. 2 runs across, and we go to the bottom of the first inning. Southern California Renegades 2, 5:05 Panthers coming up. Connie Mack World Series on LivePlaySports.tv.
Pepsi Wild Cherry.
Sometimes you fall in love unexpectedly. It's a combination of the time we spend together, our wild adventures, wandering together, and those quiet, intimate moments just enjoying the world around us. When was the last time you let unexpected feels jolt your journey? That's too long. And I might even pay for dinner. I'm Farmington, New Mexico. I could be your surprise soulmate. Get to know me at farmingtononly.com.
For generations, we've watched the seasons change. My great-grandfather helped build this railroad. There's something special about fall in New Mexico. The aspens, cottonwoods, and oaks. There's nothing else like it, really.
I'm not a passenger. I'm a pilot.
In training?
Yeah, in training. My dad taught me to fly. To fire the burner, read the wind, and plot a course over our home. The land of enchantment. Are we still in New Mexico?
First we go here in Farmington, New Mexico, Ricketts Park, Connie Mack World Series, presented by FaithWorks Counseling, providing strength through love. Also brought to you by New Mexico True, one of our fine sponsors. Jacob Kuhn leads things off, shortstop. Keenan Behar, the second baseman, bats second. Josh Wolford, center fielder, bats third. Elijah Long, third baseman, cleanup. Caden Peace, first base. He's batting fifth. Kendrick Aragon, the catcher, batting sixth. Ryan Ray, left field, bats seventh. Kelton Mitchell, DH, batting eighth. And Dax Vigil is the right fielder, batting ninth. They're facing Nick Williams. Comebacker up the middle. That is scooped up by Blake Wilson over a second. He goes to first in time. Quick play, one away. Blake Wilson covering a lot of ground. Keenan Behar, second baseman, coming up. Williams, 5'10", 185, out of Lucerna High School in California, 2023 grad, just 17. Williams going to Long Beach State. 1-1 to count the Behar. Pitch on the way, a swing and a miss. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two 0 Southern California here in the bottom of the first. Getting 2 quick runs. You see the high kick by Nick Williams. Nick Williams, according to Cy Petro, should be the #1 on the squad. Whether he is, well, that's probably up to him, I guess. Pop foul on the right side out of play. Williams had the most strikeouts in Orange County, top 5 in the Southern California CIF Southern section. Number 11 in the state. Two, that one. Missing, ball 3. Calls him Fernando Valenzuela, the left-hander with a high kick. Kicks his foot almost over his head. Pitch on the way, line right side, that's down the line foul. The host team down 2-0, so it puts the crowd into a bit of a damper. If they do something, the crowd goes nuts usually. Ball 4. That's an earned walk by Behar.
Center fielder, number 21.
Josh Wolford, the batter. Wolford, 6'2", 175, out of Piedra Vista High School here in Farmington. 2023 grad, going to Midland College. Guy who's been around. And they're going to have the runner picked off here. The throw goes into second, and they drop the ball. A break for 5:05. Well, they had no business even being on the field, let alone being safe at second. That looked like an out a mile away. That's up high for a ball to Wolford. Wolford, an outstanding hitter, has lots of pop. Wolford lines one up the middle, a base hit. Behar got a late start. He has to hold at third, but Wolford, as the ball goes in to the pitcher's mound area, Wolford a base hit. That's a first hit for 5:05. Elijah Long now the batter. First and second, Elijah Long the batter. Outfield straightaway. First and third to runners, actually. Behar credited with a stolen base, by the way, to get him to second. Went to third on the single by Wolford. Fouled off. No balls and 2 strikes. Two nothing Southern California here in the bottom of the first. 5:05 trying to answer with something. Yeah, flip throw over to first. Not in time. Look at the runners, first and third. Williams getting set, he deals. Fastball high and outside. A ball and 2 strikes. Two runs, 2 hits for Southern California. No runs, 1 hit for the 5:05 Panthers. Pitch. Lifted in the air, pretty well to right field. Back on the ball goes Thomas. He's still going. It's off the wall. Here comes 1 run. Behar. Here comes Wolford. The throw to the plate is safe. We are tied on a 2-run double by Elijah Long. Did I say they would go nuts? Elijah Long with a big double to tie the game. And he's at second now with 1 out. And Caden Peace, the batter. Wolford scoring all the way from first, just getting in. Caden Peace now coming up. He's the first baseman. Peace swings and misses. Ball looked a little outside, but it was close enough to the corner to dig at it. No balls and 2 strikes. Liner, and that is going to be caught by the shortstop. They go to second, and they get the double play. Wow. 6 unassisted. As 6 to 4 on the double play, but there's the double just over the head of Thomas, who had no chance. And then the play at the plate for Wolford just got in. We go to the second. 2-2 the score. Renegades and Panthers on LivePlaySports.tv.
I used to tell my mother I was going out and about, and she would respond, "Oh, siempre pa' ahí pa' acá." I spent 26 years teaching kids, and now I follow the birds. The geese, cranes, the red-winged blackbirds. When you set foot on the bosque, oh, my heart races. It's like they're letting you in on a little secret.
Welcome back to the Connie Mack World Series, presented by FaithWorks Counseling, providing strength through love. Our thanks to them for bringing you the action. Top of the second inning here in game number 6 of bracket play, game number 4 of the day. Happy Monday to you. Nate Norman followed by Hudson Story and Dave Lozano to face off against Talon Laxon. Laxon deals a fastball up high, actually a breaking ball up high. A slapped into left field, a base hit. So base hit for Norman. Hit number 4 for Southern California to 2 for 505 Panthers. Hudson Story comes up. Story lifts one into center field. Coming on is Josh Wolford. He's not going to get it as the shortstop Kuhn went back to get it as well. Jacob Kuhn and Josh Wolford couldn't have gotten it. And Hudson Story with a bloop single. David Lozano coming up now. David Lozano, the batter. Lozano takes a strike, 0-1. First and second, you got to watch out for the double steal potentially. This team loves to run. This team loves to score. Lozano, center fielder for Harvard Westlake. Very successful high school in the LA area. Coach at Harvard Westlake has a good relationship with Cy Petros, so helps get him some guys. They have to make the long trek to play in Orange County. And here they are in the Connie Mack World Series. Second inning, 2-2 the score. First and second, nobody out for Southern California. No balls and 2 strikes. No balls and 2 strikes. A pitch fouled. It remains 0-2. Two runs, 4 hits for Southern California. 2 runs, 2 hits for 505 Panthers. Pitch is fouled off. Talon Laxon, class of 2022. There's a looper in the right field. That's a base hit. And that is going to load the bases as Norman takes third. Story to second. Wasn't hit particularly hard again, but it was effective. Blake Wilson, top of the order. Singleton scored his first time. 6 hits now for Southern California. Pitch to Wilson was fouled. No balls and 1 strike. The ground ball up along second, could be 2. They flipped the second one on the first, double play. But on the play, a run scores to make it 3-2, Southern California. Going to third on the fielder's choice is Story. And scoring is Norman. No RBI on the double play. Fastball, and it got away from the catcher, and that's going to score another run. Pass ball scores a run. 4-2, Southern California. Pop up on the right side and foul ground. Coming over and making the catch is Caden Peace. And the side is retired. But Southern California with 2 runs, and we go to the bottom of the second inning. Renegades lead the ball game by a score of 4-2 over 505 Panthers on LivePlaySports.tv.
It's okay to not be okay. We all have struggles, and at times we need help to get past the trauma of our experiences. Struggle is normal and does not make us weak. I'm Dr. Christine Ross, and I began FaithWorks Counseling with a desire to simply help people. We all experience crises and need help at some point. You are never alone, and we are here to help give light to your experiences. Our services are confidential for you to release whatever concerns you face. You are the change maker. We want to give hope and allow you to find your strength through love.
Bottom of the second inning we go. It is the Connie Mack World Series presented by FaithWorks Counseling, providing strength through love. Go to the bottom of the second with Kendrick Edegon, followed by Ryan Ray and Kelton Mitchell. Pitch is into a strike, and the count 0-1. 2 in the first, 2 in the second for Southern California. 2 in the first for 505 Panthers. High kick. And Williams dealt a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. I mean, he really gets that leg up. Fouled off. Backhanded nicely by the second baseman Wilson, who throws him out. Just great defense by Southern California.
Left fielder, number 27, Ryan Ray.
Ryan Ray now coming up, number 27. First pitch taking the ball, 1 ball, no strikes. Two no. Bottom of the second, 4-2 Southern California. So the count 3-0 with 1 out. Ray the batter, Kelton Mitchell to follow. Strike call. 86 on the slider. 3-1. Swing and a miss. That was 84. The 3-2. And that's a swing and a miss. 85 again. And down he goes. First strikeout for Williams. Kelton Mitchell now the batter. So Mitchell stepping up. Bunted up along third. On the charge is Hanoian. He throws it away, but it's backed up. Dax Vigil now the batter. Six-4-3 double play off the bat of Blake Wilson. Scored Nate Norman, and that's in the left field. That's a base hit. Two-out single for Vigil, and that'll bring up Jacob Kuhn, who grounded out 4-3. A ball and no strikes. (4-2) Southern California. That's a strike. 1-1. Two and one. 3-1. Two in the first, two in the second for Southern California. Two in the first for 505, and that's ball four. So the bases are going to be loaded now for Keenan Behar, who walked and scored. Meeting at the Hill. Second walk for Williams. Williams also has a strikeout. Mitchell at third, Vigil at second, and Kuhn at first. Behar the batter. Trying to get Wolford up as well with two outs. Strike call, 0-1. Two-run single to left field by Zach Felstead in the first inning, made it 2-0. Ground ball comebacker off the pitcher. That is going to be a throw over to first and a beautiful play. That's actually going to go 1-6-3. The defense keeping Southern California going, as that was a 1-6-3 play. 505 leaves them loaded. We go to the third. 4-2 Renegades over 505. Connie Mack World Series. LivePlay Sports.tv.
The 505 Panthers came up with the ring on one hit. It was
I'm not a passenger. I'm a pilot.
In training.
Yeah, in training. My dad taught me to fly. To fire the burner, read the wind, and plot a course over our home. The land of enchantment. Are we still in New Mexico?
It's okay to not be okay. We all have struggles, and at times we need help to get past the trauma of our experiences. Struggle is normal and does not make us weak. I'm Dr. Christine Ross, and I began FaithWorks Counseling with a desire to simply help people. We all experience crises and need help at some point. You are never alone, and we are here to help give light to your experiences. Our services are confidential for you to release whatever concerns you face. You are the change maker. We want to give hope and allow you to find your strength through love.
Matthew Thomas leads off for Southern California here at the Connie Mack World Series, presented by FaithWorks Counseling. 4-2 in favor of Southern California Renegades over the 505 Panthers. Thomas flew out the center. He's 0 for 1. One ball, two strikes. That's a high fly left field, and it is gone. Belted out of here by Matthew Thomas. What a shot by Thomas. So Matthew Thomas, known as Chewy, jacked it out of here. His dad's staying at the hotel right by me, and apparently the story goes his little brother couldn't say Matthew, so he called him Matt Chew. And it morphed into Chewy, and it stuck, and that's the way it is. And he just belted that ball. The deep short, Kuhn Good play. Zach Felstead coming up. First home run, first RBI for Thomas in bracket play. A run in every inning so far for Southern California. 5-2, they lead it. Kind of funny, Cy Petro wasn't sure why he was nicknamed Chewy, but like I said, his father told me, and great story. Other son called him Matt Chew because he didn't get out the words Matthew. 2-1 pitch. Inside, 3-1. Place is quiet now as Southern California in command for the time being, 5-2. Strike, 3-2 the count. Tan Laxon. 2 walks now as he gets a walk. Leadoff man homered. Felstead walks. And a meeting coming up. Home run, ground out to short, and a walk. Conover the batter, 6-4-3 double play to end the first. So he's 0 for 1. Strike call. Almost checked its swing as well, but it was in the strike zone. Good breaking ball. 68 miles an hour. Conover waiting. Laxton deals. Breaking ball didn't quite loop enough. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Fly ball down the left field line. That is going to be a fair ball. Into the corner. Felstead will stop at third on a double by Conover. Now everybody but Gonzalez has a hit, but Gonzalez was hit. Conover a double. That's his first double in bracket play. Nate Norman now, who's singled and scored, coming up. And this is going to be it for Tan Laxon. So we're going to have a pitching change, and we'll talk about the pitcher in just a moment. 5-2 right now in favor of Southern California Renegades. They're vying for more here at the Connie Mack World Series. LivePlaySports.tv.
Pepsi Wild Cherry.
It's okay to not be okay. We all have struggles, and at times we need help to get past the trauma of our experiences. Struggle is normal and does not make us weak. I'm Dr. Christine Ross, and I began FaithWorks Counseling with a desire to simply help people. We all experience crises and need help at some point. You are never alone, and we are here to help give light to your experiences. Our services are confidential for you to release whatever concerns you face. You are the change maker. We want to give hope and allow you to find your strength through love.
Sometimes you fall in love unexpectedly. It's a combination of the time we spend together, our wild adventures, wandering together, and those quiet, intimate moments just enjoying the world around us. When was the last time you let unexpected feels jolt your journey? That's too long. And I might even pay for dinner. I'm Farmington, New Mexico. I could be your surprise soulmate. Get to know me at farmingtononly.com.
Pepsi Wild Cherry.
Welcome back here to the Connie Mack World Series, presented by FaithWorks Counseling, providing strength through love. Nate Norman, the batter. Norman 1 for 1. Second and third, the runners. 5-2, Southern California on top. Norman swings and misses. Beautiful dropping breaking ball. No balls and 2 strikes. Gage Driscoll on for Tan Laxon. Driscoll the pitcher, and you look at the batter, Nate Norman. No balls and 2 strikes. Chopped that and fouled off. One ball, 2 strikes. (5-2) Southern California with the lead. Second and third, the runners, and the pitch is waved at and missed. And they're going to have to go to first on the throw, so strikeout 2 to 3. And Norman is retired. Gage Driscoll getting a strikeout. Talon Laxon two and a third innings. Allowed 7 hits, 5 runs, 4 were earned so far. 2 walks, no strikeouts, and a home run to go along with a hit batter and a wild pitch. And the pitch. That one misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. Two in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third for the Renegades. 2 in the first for 505, and that's chop foul. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Driscoll deals. That's skewed back to the backstop. Driscoll, 6 foot 175, out of Nederland High School, Panola Junior College. Here's the 1-2. Looked pretty good, but taken for a ball, 2-2. Time called momentarily. Here's the pitch, and that's a swing and a miss, a big strikeout. Came in, struck out 2, and that ends the inning. But another run on a big home run by Matthew Thomas, and we go to the bottom of the third. 5-2 in favor of Southern California over 505 Panthers. Connie Mack World Series, LivePlaySports.tv.
I prayed there's no reincarnation. Nothing could equal the journey I've had. Everything else would be a boring encore. I was always exploring. Everyone said Taos was unskiable. It was certainly magnificent, but it would be the future site of a grand ski resort. They thought I was mad, and they were right.
For generations, we've watched the seasons change. My great-grandfather helped build this railroad. There's something special about fall in New Mexico. The aspens, cottonwoods, and oaks. There's nothing else like it, really.
Welcome back here to the Connie Mack World Series, provided by FaithWorks Counseling. Josh Wolford up the gap into right center field. He's racing around to second. He's racing around to third. Here comes the throw. It is not in time. It gets away, and he is going to be awarded home. Just like that, it's 5-3. 5:05. Again, one quickly. So now the only question is what they give him. Do they give him a triple, which I think they will? And the air will score the run. That much we do know, as that was just up the gap. And watch that speed from Wolford. He's just already at second by the time they get to the ball. And he was in the third. He would have been in safe, so that's a triple. And we'll see who they give the air on. Second run scored by Wolford. That's his first triple. He's 2 for 2. High kick, and here's the pitch to Long, and that's a ground ball sharply to Blake Wilson at second, and he throws him out. Caden Peace now the batter. E4 is the air that scores the run, and that one a ground ball sharply to third. Another fine play by Hanoi. And man, you get it on the infield against these guys, and it's a no ground zone and a no fly zone pretty much. Kendrick Edegon coming up. Batting for Caden Peace. Oh, no, check that. Peace grounded out sharply to third. Edegon the batter. Grounded out to second, so he's 0 for 1. Pitch bounced in. Two in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third for the Renegades. 2 in the first and 1 here in the third for 5:05. 5-3 is the score. On the ground at second. Wilson will scoop it up, and that's that. But the triple, the air, that scores the run. A run ahead in air, nobody left on. We go to the fourth. It is 5-3 in favor of Southern California Renegades over the 505 Panthers on LivePlaySports.tv.
I prayed there's no reincarnation. Nothing could equal the journey I've had. Everything else would be a boring encore. I was always exploring. Everyone said Taos was unskiable. It was certainly magnificent, but it would be the future site of a grand ski resort. They thought I was mad.
Another sunny day in New Mexico.
When does it start?
Any minute now.
not a passenger. I'm a pilot.
In training?
Yeah, in training. My dad taught me to fly. To fire the burner, read the wind, and plot a course over our home. The land of enchantment. Are we still in New Mexico?
I used to tell my mother I was going out and about, and she would respond, "Oh, siempre pa' ahí pa' acá." I spent 26 years teaching kids, and now I follow the birds. The geese, the cranes, the red-winged blackbirds. When you set foot on the bosque, oh, my heart races. It's like they're letting you in on a little secret.
Here's a ground ball to third. And that is in time. One pitch went away. Norman grounds out. Blake Wilson, the batter. Wilson takes a ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
Third baseman, Wyatt Hanoa.
Wyatt Hanoyan, the batter. Hanoyan at first. Matthew Thomas now the batter. comebacker, backhanded nicely by the pitcher, and he throws over to first in time, and that is the putout. So Gage Driscoll coming out and doing a fine job, and that ends the inning. So we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Southern California Renegades 5, 505 Panthers 3. Connie Mack World Series, LivePlay
Sometimes you fall in love unexpectedly. It's a combination of the time we spend together, our wild adventures, wandering together, and those quiet, intimate moments just enjoying the world around us. When was the last time you let unexpected feels jolt your journey? That's too long. And I might even pay for dinner. I'm Farmington, New Mexico. I could be your surprise soulmate. Get to know me at farmingtononly.com.
It's okay to not be okay. We all have struggles, and at times we need help to get past the trauma of our experiences. Struggle is normal and does not make us weak. I'm Dr. Christine Ross, and I began FaithWorks Counseling with a desire to simply help people. We all experience crises and need help at some point. You are never alone, and we are here to help give light to your experiences. Our services are confidential for you to release whatever concerns you face. You are the change maker. We want to give hope and allow you to find your strength through love.
Move along to the bottom of the fourth inning. Connie Mack's World Series presented by FaithWorks Counseling, providing strength through love. Ryan Ray followed by Kelton Mitchell and Dax Vigil, bottom third of the order. Against that guy, Nick Williams with the high leg kick. As Cy Petro says, kicks it above his head. Good. Look him up. Juan Marshall, who pitched with the San Francisco Giants, had the high leg kick. Rounder up the middle, going to be a close play, and it's not going to be a play. Bobbling the ball was the shortstop Felstead. And Ray with speed is aboard. Kelton Mitchell, the batter. Mitchell shows bunt. They come up, and he pulls back and takes ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Mitchell, upright stance, ready at the plate, showing bunt, bunts it in the air, and is going to be caught by the third baseman, Elijah Long. The defense is just off the charts good for Cy Petro's team. These guys make the routine plays look spectacular. Seven hits for the Renegades, 5 for the Panthers. That's a strike. Throw to first, not in time. No balls and one strike. Oh, and 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Look at the runner at first. There's the pitch, and that's on the outside corner, strike 3. So Vigil looks at strike 3. Jacob Kuhn, the batter. Williams, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. Throw to first, not in time. Runner goes, the pitch is dropped, and to second base now is Ray, so Kuhn can knock in a run with a base hit. Kuhn at the belt, deals to the Williams at the belt, deals to the plate. Kuhn takes the ball. Next one, a swing and a foul tip. A ball and 2 strikes. Fake the second, no throw. One ball, 2 strikes. Foul ball. Five runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for Southern California. 5 runs, 5 hits, no errors for 505 Panthers. Swing and a miss. And that is that. So he gets out of a jam, gets his 3rd strikeout. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left on. We go to the 5th, 5-3. Renegades over the Panthers, LivePlaySports.com.
It's okay to not be okay. We all have struggles, and at times we need help to get past the trauma of our experiences. Struggle is normal and does not make us weak. I'm Dr. Christine Ross, and I began FaithWorks Counseling with a desire to simply help people. We all experience crises and need help at some point. You are never alone, and we are here to help give light to your experiences. Our services are confidential for you to release whatever concerns you face. You are the change maker. We want to give hope and allow you to find your strength through love.
Sometimes you fall in love unexpectedly. It's a combination of the time we spend together, our wild adventures, wandering together, and those quiet, intimate moments just enjoying the world around us. When was the last time you let unexpected feels jolt your journey? That's too long. And I might even pay for dinner. I'm Farmington, New Mexico. I could be your surprise soulmate. Get to know me at farmingtononly.com.
Our thanks to Mesa Barbershop for our Kiss Cam. Thanks, Mesa Barbershop. Once again, we'd like to thank McDonald's for sponsoring Game 6 of the Connie Mack World Series. It's the Brunson family, McDonald's, AABC, Connie Mack World Series. Left fielder, number 30, Derek Gonzalez. Shortstop, Zach Belstead.
Felstead, after Gonzalez was hit by a pitch, is up. 1-1 to count to him. Top of the fifth. Another late night here at Ricketts Park in Farmington. (5-3) Southern California. Runners at first base. The runners being held on by Caden Peace. Ball 4.
Designated hitter, Alex Conover.
Driscoll with a walk, 2 strikeouts, 2 hit batters. Conover the batter. Conover takes a strike on the outside corner. Nobody out in the fifth. Play to second one, back to first, not in time. Gonzalez safe at third. And Conover on the fielder's choice at first. Nate Norman now coming up. He doubled and scored, struck out and grounded out. Get another look at it. Going to see the close play as they get it over to first, and very close. I think they're asking to look at it. If we could see that again. That was very close. So an official review here. You'll see ball looks safe. Good job of slowing that down by the guys in the truck. Nate Norman coming up to the plate. Norman has one over his head, and coming home to score is Gonzalez and the second base Chandler. 6-3, Southern California. Here in the top of the sixth. Excuse me, top of the fifth. That one hit to right center field. That's up the gap. That's going to go all the way to the wall. In to score easily is Canover. Norman in with a double. So it looks like we're going to have a pitching change. Or are we? Apparently not. He's going to stay out there. So he is indeed going to stay out there. I'd like to thank 8Wire, part of our production for the last 2 years. Only company that LivePlay Sports trust to keep our systems running. 8Wire, high-speed internet. Home and business service internet services, home Wi-Fi, business Wi-Fi, CCTV, security cameras, business network planning, and maintenance and firewall management, and much, much more. 8Wire, a proud sponsor of the Connie Mack World Series. 0-1 is down low. 1-1 to count. 7-3 now the score in favor of Southern California. Ground ball up along short. That's picked up by Kuhn, and he can't get it after all. The ball goes into center field. Norman scores, and it's 8-3. David Lozano now the batter. Lozano fouls one off. E6 was the last play. Ground ball to short. Story goes to second one. Throws the ball away on the next one. Two outs now. Down the left field line, foul. Throw got away, and to second base is Lozano. Base hit left field. Lozano's going to be waved around. He's going to come to the plate. He will be out of there. Big defensive play. So that ends the inning. In the inning, 3 runs across, and we go to the bottom of the 5th, 8-3. Renegades, as you look at the tag, Renegades lead the 505 Panthers on LivePlaySports.tv.
For generations, we've watched the seasons change. My great-grandfather helped build this railroad. There's something special about fall in New Mexico. The aspens, cottonwoods, and oaks. There's nothing else like it, really.
I used to tell my mother I was going out and about, and she would respond, "Oh, siempre pa' ahí pa' acá." I spent 26 years teaching kids, and now I follow the birds, the geese, the cranes, the red-winged blackbirds. When you set foot on the bosque, oh, my heart races. It's like they're letting you in on a little secret.
Sometimes you fall in love unexpectedly. It's a combination of the time we spend together, our wild adventures, wandering together, and those quiet, intimate moments, just enjoying the world around us. When was the last time you let unexpected feels jolt your journey? That's too long. And I might even pay for dinner. I'm Farmington, New Mexico. I could be your surprise soulmate. Get to know me at farmingtononly.com.
Back here at the Connie Mack World Series, presented by FaithWorks Counseling. Also brought to you by DBAT. Lucas Scott, the new pitcher for Southern California. Pepsi is the sponsor as well. Our thanks to all of our sponsors. Lucas Scott coming in. Right-hander, not as high of a kick. Brings it in for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Lucas Scott out of Long Beach Poly High School in Long Beach, California. Lucas, one of those guys who does everything for Cy Petro. One and one to count. High fly ball, right side, shallow right field. Wilson, the second baseman, puts it away. And there's one gone.
Center fielder, number 21, Josh Wolford.
Wolford takes the ball, 1 ball, no strikes. Singled and tripled, came home to score on an error. Bottom of the 5th. 5-run lead for Southern California. Swing and a miss. Good pitch. One and two it remains. Southern California, the favorite if you had to put one down now after Midland and DBAT went down to defeat in the first round. They'll have to claw their way out of the losers bracket where you play a lot more games than if you're in the winners bracket. Up and in, 3-2. Lucas Scott, 6 foot 185 out of Long Beach Poly, as we mentioned, 2023 grad, going to UC Irvine. That's off of the third baseman, Hanoian, and no play. Threw it over there, but not in time. And Wolford aboard for the third time. We'll see what they rule it. E5 the call. Second error for, or first error for Southern California Renegades. Well, second actually. check that third error. Had one in the second, one in the third. So third error, and that's pop foul to the right side. Four games tomorrow. It'll be NOLA versus Midland. That's at 10 a.m. at the Sports Complex. 1 o'clock, ABA against D-Bat United. Pitch is fouled off. Dillon's Dodgers defeated Oklahoma Express 12-7 as that's fouled off. They'll play the winner of this game tomorrow night in the nightcap, scheduled for 7:30. We'll see on that. Runner goes. The pitch is a ball. The throw, not in time. He stole it. Wolford has stolen base. He's 1 for 1. Fouled off. First game here at Ricketts tomorrow. Will be Dallas Tigers and Tulsa Sandlot. Actually, the first game is 10 a.m. Scheduled to be the losers bracket game. Oklahoma Express against the loser of this game. If it's 5:05, it'll be Oklahoma Express and 5:05 in the nightcap. And we have games at 1 o'clock, Dallas Tigers and Tulsa Sandlot. And Mississauga against Colton at 5:15. Game piece of batter. Runner goes to third, and Wolford's going to be safe. Josh Wolford safe. Stole second, stole third. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 5th. Just missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. Eight to 3 in favor of Southern California. Lucas Scott deals. It's a ball, 2-1. In the air, foul. Two balls, two strikes, two outs. Wolford at third. 8-3, Southern California with the lead. Two and two. Got him looking. Strike three cold, and that ends the inning. So we finally made it through five. And after five, it's Southern California leading away by a score of 8-3 over 505 Panthers here on LivePlaySports.tv.
I used to tell my mother I was going out and about, and she would respond, "Oh, siempre pa' ahí pa' acá." I spent 26 years teaching kids, and now I follow the birds. The geese, cranes, the red-winged blackbirds. When you set foot on the bosque, oh, my heart races. It's like they're letting you in on a little secret.
I'm not a passenger. I'm a pilot.
In training?
Yeah, in training. My dad taught me to fly. To fire the burner, read the wind, and plot a course over our home. The land of enchantment. Are we still in New Mexico?
Top of the sixth we go. Wyatt Hanoian, followed by Matthew Thomas and Derek Gonzalez. Connie Mack World Series presented by FaithWorks Counseling, providing strength through love.
Back to you, Mark. Thanks, Albert, and thank you to the Connie Mack World Series.
So Hanoian coming up. Nick Williams for Southern California went 4 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Lucas Scott has worked 1 full inning.
Third baseman, Wyatt Hanoian.
Wyatt Hanoian, the batter. Hanoian walked, popped out, hit by pitch. 1-1 to Kenta Hanoian. Fastball up high. New pitcher Maddox Edmondson, number 16, slipped in unannounced. 2-2. Gage Driscoll, 2 2/3 innings. 1 hit, 3 runs, 2 were earned. 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. 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 3 strike Laxon, 51 pitches, 28 strikes. Driscoll, 46 pitches, 28 strikes. Full count. Just outside, and that's ball 4. Maddox Edmondson, first walk. We're in the 6th. You look at the runner being held on over first by Peace. Benoit being held on by Peace. Benoit in the first walk for Edmondson. Thomas flew out, towering homer to left field to lead off the 3rd and grounded out 1-3. Checks his swing and fouls it off. Mention, nickname is Chewy. Cy Petro said he didn't know why, but I talked to Matthew's father at the hotel, and he said younger brother said Matt Chew instead of Matthew, and Chew turned into Chewy. That's what everyone calls him now. Runner goes, the pitch is outside, the throw is high, and coming down and even trying to make the tag was Wilson. Now we're going to have a quick meeting on the hill. I think he's going to dispute this. Look at the slide. Well, yeah, it looks like he's on the bag. So just a quick meeting on the hill. (8-3) in favor of Southern California Renegades over 505 Panthers, the host team. Still a lot of people here, but it's thinned out a little bit. Outstanding and enthusiastic crowd to start. The problem was it started way too late, so a lot of folks just had to leave. But boy, what a Hall of Fame ceremony we saw earlier. Umpire Mike Everett and Jay Payton, former Midland Redskin, New York Met, major leaguer. That's a good bunt up along the pitcher and the third base side, and kind of stumbling was the pitcher, and unable to make the play was Edmondson. And everyone's safe. Zach Felstead now the batter. Infield single, nobody touched it, so it's a bunt single. And now officially everybody on the roster has had a hit for the Renegades. Pitch is up high for a ball. 8-3 here in the top of the sixth. Edmondson ready now. Stepping out of the box is the batter Felstead. Aboard all 3 times. Singled. Had an RBI. And walked twice. It's hit down the line left field. And that's going to be caught by the left fielder Ryan Ray. 1 away. Everybody has to hold. Ray hustling in to make that catch. 1 gone. Alex Conover comes up. Conover grounded into a double play. Doubled. And aboard on a fielder's choice. No balls and 1 strike. Big fastball, swing and a miss. Throw down a second, and do they get him? No, it's dropped anyway. But a close play. No balls, 2 strikes. Very close play, but he dropped the ball. That gets away slightly. No advancement. 505 Panthers have played a competitive game. Just too much for Southern California so far. Out hitting 505 9-5. In a game where they've committed 3 errors, 1 for 505, and that's a swing and a miss. And that'll be the second out. Edmondson gets a strikeout. Nate Norman coming up. Fastball just up high. 1 ball, no strikes. One and one. 2-1. (8-3) Southern California leading away. That's ball 3, 3-1. Nowhere to put him here. That's ball 4. And a run scores. Nate Norman walks. Scoring on the play was Hanoian. Looks like we got a change here.
Your attention, please. Now pitch running. At third base, number 3, Cameron Hegeman.
Cameron Hegeman, pinch runner over at third. Swing and a miss. Hudson Story with 2 outs. 9-3 in favor of Southern California. Swing and a miss again. No balls, 2 strikes. Foul back. It remains 0-2. Thomas at third. Felstead at second. And Norman at first. 2 gone. One ball, 2 strikes. There's a little looper right center field. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to score at least 2. Thomas scores. Gonzalez scores. And the third base is Norman. 11-3, Southern California. Hudson Story gets the hit. And looks like we're going to have a change here. Get another look at it. Just pulls it, goes to right center field. And 2 runs cross the plate to make it an 8-run lead. And Edmondson comes out of the game. We'll talk about a new pitcher in a moment. Connie Mack World Series, LivePlay Sports.tv.
Pepsi Wild Cherry.
For generations, we've watched the seasons changed. My great-grandfather helped build this railroad. There's something special about fall in New Mexico. The aspens, cottonwoods, and oaks. There's nothing else like it, really.
Tanner Coddington, the new pitcher out of Durango High School. Whitman College is where he's going, 6'4", 197. Connie Mack World Series brought to you by FaithWorks Counseling. Wire high speed. 8-wire high speed. Visit Farmington. Jolt your journey. David Lozano coming up. Lozano fouls it back. 0-1 to count. Two gone. Edmondson, 2/3 of an inning. Two hits so far, 3 earned runs. 1 strikeout and 3 walks. That's in the air, hit pretty well to right field. Back on the ball goes Thomas, and he makes a catch. Oh, check that, not Thomas. That was Vigil making the catch. So that ends the inning, and we go to the bottom of the 6th. 11-3, SoCal over 505. Connie Mack World Series, LivePlaySports.tv.
I'm not a passenger. I'm a pilot.
In training?
Yeah, in training. My dad taught me to fly. To fire the burner, read the wind, and plot a course over our home. The land of enchantment. Are we still in New Mexico?
Connie Mack World Series brought to you by New Mexico True. proud sponsor of the Connie Mack World Series. Go to the bottom of the 6th inning. An 11-3 ball game. Lucas Scott, second pitcher. After Nick Williams went 4 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned. 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Williams 59 pitches, 40 strikes. So far, Scott 24 pitches, 16 strikes. Kendrick Aragon, followed by Ryan Ray and Kelton Mitchell. Scott deals. Little blooper. That's going to go into right field. That's a hit. Ryan Ray gets aboard. Or Aragon gets aboard. Ryan Ray coming up. Loop single. Pitch to Ray is inside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Lifted in the air, foul right side. And the count 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. That hit him. Hit batter, puts runners at first and second now. And the batter now, Kelton Mitchell, aboard on an air. Popped out the third. Keegan Scott now the batter. Scott, 5'11", 175. Graduated last year, 2022. (11-3) Southern California, and it's a pop-up on the infield right side. Blake Wilson calling, and Blake Wilson catches. Dax Vigil coming up. It was listed as 101 in parts of Farmington today. Right now 82, supposed to get down to 64. Tomorrow 101 as well. The good news No storming. Looking like it's in the forecast. Pop up behind first, and the second baseman coming over, and he couldn't get it. It's a fair ball, and they are going to throw to third and not in time, and everybody is safe. I think they ruled infield fly. So the batter, I believe, is out. So Vigil is out. The runner's moved up 90 feet. High pop up, shallow center field. This is going to be a long run for everybody. And running into the center fielder was Blake Wilson. And Wilson makes the catch, and the ball game is over. Dramatic way to end the game. Kuhn flies one to the second baseman, and the ball game is over. Run rule, 8-run rules, so 3 runs in the top of the 6th, nothing here in the bottom of the 6th. The game is officially over. 11 runs on 10 hits, 3 errors for Southern California, leaving on 7. 3 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error for 505 Panthers. They leave on 7. And the winning pitcher, Nick Williams. I believe the losing pitcher is going to be Lawson. 11-3 is the final score as you look at the collision as the second baseman Wilson makes the catch and says, uh-oh, and kind of smashes him with his glove. The glasses go flying, but he ends up making a catch, and that is the ball game. So 11-3, the final score here today. The schedule tomorrow as SoCal. So SoCal, 11-3 winners. As the bracket is set for tomorrow. And our first game will be 10 o'clock right here from Ricketts Park, 10 o'clock Mountain Time. And hope you'll join us tomorrow here from Ricketts Park. For everyone involved, I'm Scott Galletti saying so long from Ricketts Park. Final one more time. Southern California Renegades 11 and the 505 Panthers 3. Connie Mack World Series from LivePlaySports.com.